PCB Petey here. This is like Bourbon fireside chats. So I went bourbon hunting today, and my goal was to find a Stag Junior. Years ago, when I first got into bourbon, my wife and I were down in Bardstown, Kentucky, doing the bourbon tour, and I really just wanted a Blanton's at that time. That's what I was looking for. And we were at a store in downtown Bardstown, and the clerk pulls out a Stag Junior and offers it to me for $70. And I said, "Oh, no thanks, I'm looking for a Blanton's." I didn't really know anything about Stag, and I kicked myself ever since then that I should have bought it. And I've been looking for one for years, and I can't find it. So I go out today. I go to Illinois. First store I go to in Illinois, there's a Stag Junior sitting on the shelf. I couldn't believe it. There was no price though. So I took it up to the cashier, said, "How much?" She said $229. I was like, ugh. And I was tempted to buy it because I want it so bad, but I'm like, that is a little more than it's worth, but I was willing to pay it. So I put it back, and I was planning on maybe coming back for it later. The next place, I go to a grocery store in northern Illinois, and I'm looking at their stuff. It's a nice store, and the liquor store manager comes over and says, "Hey, what are you looking for? Can I help you find something?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm looking for something, but it's pretty difficult to find. I'm looking for a Stag Junior." And I told him the story, how I passed up for it for $70 in Kentucky years ago, and I've been looking for one ever since. And he said, "Huh, well, would you pay me $70 for it?" And I said, "I absolutely would." He left, went in the back, returned about a minute later with a Stag Junior in his hand, and he gave it to me, and he said, "I got one left, you're in luck, and it's only $54.99. And I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. So that was my story of how I attained my first ever Stag Junior, and I couldn't be more excited.